Saltverk is a company that produces sea salt based on a 17th century old method using only energy from geothermal hot springs in Iceland. So there's zero carbon footprint on the environment. The production of their salt has a lot of history and requires a tremendous amount of passion and dedication. I'll link a video down below showing the process. And in this video, I'll show you each of their salts up close and describe them as succinctly as I can to give you a better understanding so you can choose which is best for you. So we're going to start with the Flaky Sea Salt, which is like the most kind of basic of all the sea salts that I'm going to show you. It's really, really good. It's crunchy. It's beautiful. It almost reminds me of snowflakes. It's a lot like the Malden sea salt, which I have right next to it. I think it's just like a little bit whiter in color, and the salt is a little bit smaller. The texture is so lovely, and it's not only nice in your mouth as you chew, but also when you're pinching it in between your fingertips and sprinkling it on your food. It's so pretty, and it just adds to the whole experience. Next we have the Birch smoked salt, which is just like the Flaky Sea Salt, except it's got a slightly different color, and it's dried over birch smoke according to an old Icelandic tradition. So it's got a really rich, unique and smoky flavor that people might not recognize, but they'll love. I put it on some cauliflower mash here. It was excellent. If you like seaweed, this is definitely something you could give a try. There are different types of seaweed that grow around the shores of Iceland, and they use a variety of hand-harvested seaweeds to enhance the umami flavor of whatever you put it with. I actually made some cashew cheese and put it in a mushroom, and then I sprinkled it on top, and it turned out really, really good. Typically I have seaweed with more Asian dishes, but this worked out great. If you're feeling uninspired, you don't feel very creative, just use these salts. They do the work for you, basically. Here is the Arctic thyme salt. Now, this is the flaky salt with not just any thyme. This is wild Icelandic Arctic thyme, which apparently only grows on gravel soils and in dry heathlands only in Iceland, Greenland, and the Faroe Islands. So this one's very unique. And if you like thyme, you'll love this. I sprinkled it over some zucchini noodles that I drizzled some olive oil on and added some cherry tomatoes, and it's just so beautiful. I really like this one a lot. If you like thyme, you'll love this. Okay, let me first start off by saying I don't really like licorice, but I wanted to give this one a try and just really get out of my comfort zone. I'm so glad that I did, because this one is my favorite. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's so beautiful, and my goodness, this stuff is delicious. This uses Persian licorice root and Icelandic crunchy flaky salt, and I'm just blown away by this. I put this on my raw pizza. You could put this on anything. It's beautifully done. It is so unique. It's salty and sweet, and it doesn't, to me, taste like licorice. Maybe I've been eating crappy licorice my whole life when I've had it. But this has made me a believer. I love this. If you want something a little sweet in your salty dish, like maybe even a dessert, this would be fantastic. This I will repurchase over and over and over and over again. It's beautiful. You've got to give it a try. Thumbs up for me on this one. This is the one that started it all for me. This not only tastes great, but it's also a lot of fun to work with because it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's got activated charcoal in it, so it's black, and it really pops off and contrasts your food that you put it on, much like black pepper right before you serve your food, except a lot bolder. So I love this one. Also, activated charcoal has detoxifying properties, which is a nice bonus. If you use your fingers to sprinkle it on food, your hands will get stained. Obviously, it's just going to come right off when you wash your hands, but just keep that in mind. But this is just really beautiful for food photography. And let's face it, we eat with our eyes first, and this is just a treat to use. And the flavor is just wonderful. This is definitely up there with the licorice salt for me. I have repurchased the lava salt. I will repurchase the licorice salt. I think those are like my favorite out of this whole set, even though they're all fantastic. As far as pricing is concerned, the Flaky Sea Salt is $10.99 and the rest are $12.99. You can save a little money if you can find them in a set. I think this would make a great housewarming gift, a very thoughtful present for a chef or a foodie or someone who just wants to change up their recipe game and keep things interesting. You can cook with these, but I prefer them as finishing salts. So yeah, I hope this helped, and I'll be back with another video real soon. Take care, guys. Bye.